Have you ever sat at a dinner table surrounded by the people who share your DNA, the people who have known you since your first breath, and yet felt like a complete stranger? You look around at the faces of your family, and while you see familiarity, you feel an ocean of distance. It is not just that you have different interests or hobbies. It is a fundamental difference in how you perceive reality itself. You speak, and your words seem to be translated into a different language before they reach their ears. You express a need for boundaries, and they hear rejection. You share a dream, and they hear delusion. For years, you may have internalized this disconnect, believing that something was broken within you. You asked yourself why you couldn't just fit in, why you couldn't just be happy with the surface-level conversations, the gossip, the routine. You wondered why you felt like a high-voltage wire trying to plug into a standard outlet. If this resonates with the deepest ache in your chest, I need you to listen very closely, because what we are about to discuss is not just about psychology or family dynamics. This is about spiritual physics. This is about the concept of the Omega-level chosen one. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. You are not the black sheep because you are flawed. You are the black sheep because you are a threat to the illusion. You were not misread by your family by accident. You were misread by design. There is a specific ancient reason why your own bloodline often acts as your first and most intense spiritual opposition. Before I reveal exactly why this happens and the signs that confirm you are operating at this Omega level, I want you to take a deep breath and center yourself. We are going to unravel decades of confusion today. This is not about blaming your family. It is about understanding your assignment. The Omega level chosen one is a term used to describe a soul that carries a specific heavy frequency. A frequency designed to end generational curses, not just manage them. Alpha is the beginning, Omega is the conclusion. When you are an Omega-level soul, you are sent into a family line to finish the unresolved business of centuries. You are the cleanup crew. You are the cycle breaker. And because your mandate is to disrupt the dysfunction that has kept your lineage comfortable for generations, you will inevitably be targeted, misunderstood, and labeled as the problem. The first sign that your family has completely misread you is that they mistake your spiritual discernment for judgment. From a very young age, you likely had an uncanny ability to see the truth behind the masks. You could walk into a room and instantly know who was lying, who was hurting, and who was pretending. This wasn't something you tried to do, it was just how your eyes worked. You saw the elephant in the room that everyone else was ignoring. Maybe you pointed it out. Maybe you asked the question that made everyone uncomfortable at Thanksgiving. Maybe you just refused to participate in the fake pleasantries. To a family system that relies on secrets and denial to survive, your clarity feels like an attack. When you look at them, you see their potential and their pain. But when they look at you, they feel exposed. They misread your silence as arrogance. They misread your refusal to gossip as superiority. They think you believe you are better than them. But the truth is, you are just vibrating at a frequency where lies cannot exist. You are a living lie detector test, and nobody likes to be tested in their own home. Think about a time when you tried to share a profound insight or a spiritual truth with a parent or sibling. You were excited, your heart was open, and you wanted to share the light you found. What happened? Did their eyes glaze over? Did they quickly change the subject to something mundane, like the weather or the neighbors? Or worse, did they mock you? This is a classic sign of the frequency gap. They are not rejecting you. They literally cannot process the data you are offering. It is like trying to download a massive, high-definition file onto a computer from 1995. The system crashes. But here is where it gets darker, and this is a hard pill to swallow. The second sign is that you have become the sin eater of the family. In ancient traditions, a sin eater was a person who ritually took on the sins of a household to purify it. In a dysfunctional family dynamic, the Omega-level chosen one often unconsciously plays this role. Because you are the strongest, because you have the highest capacity for transmutation, the family system unconsciously dumps its toxic emotional waste on you. Have you noticed that when there is a crisis, everyone turns to you? You are the therapist, the fixer, the emotional anchor. But when you are in need, when you are the one drowning, suddenly the line goes dead. Suddenly, everyone is too busy, or they tell you to stop being so dramatic. This imbalance is not accidental. They misread your strength as invincibility. They think because you carry the weight so well, it doesn't feel heavy. They do not see the nights you spend collapsing under the burden of energy that isn't even yours. They misread your resilience as a lack of need. This brings us to a crucial realization about the scapegoat mechanism. In psychology, the scapegoat is the family member blamed for everything. But spiritually, the scapegoat was the animal sent out into the wilderness carrying the sins of the village. If you have been targeted, criticized, and blamed for the chaos in your family, it is paradoxically a confirmation of your purity. The darkness in the lineage is trying to expel the light because the light burns. You are not being rejected because you are bad. You are being rejected because you are the mirror they cannot bear to look into. Before we go deeper into the specific spiritual surveillance tactics used against you, I want to invite you to join our community of truth seekers. If you are nodding your head, feeling seen for the first time in years, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are building a sanctuary for those who have walked this solitary path. And do me a favor, hit the like button on this video. It tells the algorithm to send this lifeline to other chosen ones who are currently thinking they are crazy. Let's find them. Now, let's talk about the holy haunting. This is the third major sign your family misreads you. You have always possessed a sense of urgency, a feeling that you are running out of time, or that there is something massive you are supposed to do. Your family likely interprets this as anxiety, restlessness, or lack of focus. They might say, "Why can't you just settle down? Why can't you just get a normal job and be happy?" They view your divine discontent as a flaw in your character. They do not understand that what they call instability is actually assignment memory. Your soul remembers that you have a mission. You are not unsettled because you are lost. You are unsettled because you are calibrating. You are trying to find the coordinates of your destiny. To a family that values safety, comfort, and sameness, your drive for growth looks like danger. They want you to be safe. You need to be free. These are opposing desires. They misread your ambition as dissatisfaction. They think you are ungrateful for what you have, but in reality, you are just aware that good enough is the enemy of the greatness you were sent to manifest. This leads to the concept of Omega-level surveillance. Have you ever felt like the moment you decide to level up, the moment you commit to a new positive habit or a spiritual practice, chaos erupts in your family? You decide to start meditating, and suddenly your mother calls you with a crisis. You decide to set a boundary, and your sibling starts a fight over nothing. You decide to heal, and an old family drama resurfaces from 10 years ago. This is not bad luck. This is strategic. The enemy, and when I say the enemy, I mean the force of entropy and unconsciousness, recognized your light long before you did. The darkness in your lineage knows that if you wake up, if you fully step into your power, the game is over. The generational curses stop with you, so the system fights back. It uses the people closest to you to trigger you, to pull you back down into the frequency of guilt, shame, and anger. Your family members are likely not doing this consciously. They are being used as pawns in a spiritual chess game. They are sleepwalking, and when you start to wake up, their sleepwalking selves try to pull you back into the dream. They misread your healing as betrayal. When you stop engaging in the toxic patterns, they accuse you of changing, of acting brand new, of forgetting where you came from. And the answer is yes, you are changing. You are remembering where you really came from, which is not just their DNA, but the divine source itself. There is a profound loneliness that comes with this territory. It is the loneliness of the pioneer. You are clearing a path through a jungle that no one in your bloodline has ever dared to enter. You are healing wounds that your grandmother and great-grandfather ignored. You are facing demons that have plagued your last name for centuries. And because you are doing the work they couldn't do, they often resent you for it. It is a subconscious envy. They see you doing the impossible, and it reminds them of their own cowardice. But here is the twist, and this is where we begin to shift from pain to power. The fact that you are misunderstood is your protection. Let me say that again. Being misread is a form of divine camouflage. If they truly knew who you were, if they truly understood the sheer magnitude of the power dormant within you, they might have tried to destroy you completely, or worse, exploit you even more than they already have. By being the weird one, the black sheep, the outcast, you were forced to go inward. You were forced to develop a relationship with God, with the universe, with your own intuition that is stronger than any human bond. Their rejection pushed you into the arms of your destiny. If you had fit in perfectly, if you had been the golden child, you would have become comfortable in the dysfunction. You would have fallen asleep just like them. The pain of not belonging was the catalyst that kept you awake. It was the thorn in your side that kept you moving toward the truth. Let's look at the paradox of your personality, which is another major point of confusion for your family. As an Omega-level chosen one, you likely embody extreme contradictions. You are fiercely powerful, yet incredibly sensitive. You have the wisdom of an ancient sage, but the playfulness and innocence of a child. You are a warrior and a healer. Your family tries to put you in a box. They want you to be one thing. If you are sensitive, they label you weak. If you are strong, they label you cold. They cannot grasp the spectrum of your soul. They misread your softness. They think because you cry easily or feel deeply, you are fragile. They have no idea that it takes a warrior's heart to remain soft in a world this harsh. They have no idea that your sensitivity is your radar system. It is how you navigate the spiritual realms. And they misread your boundaries. When you finally say no, when you finally stop answering the phone at all hours, when you stop lending money you'll never get back, they call you selfish. This is the accusation that hurts the most because you know how much you give. You know you have given until you bled, but you must understand this. Selfishness is serving yourself at the expense of others. Self-care is serving God by protecting the vessel He created. You are the vessel. When you protect your energy, you are protecting a divine asset. You are not being selfish, you are being a good steward of your gifts. I want to pause here and ask you a question. How many times have you dimmed your light just to keep the peace at a family gathering? How many times have you pretended to be less intelligent, less intuitive, less spiritual, just so you wouldn't trigger their insecurity? We have all done it. It is a survival mechanism. But the season for dimming is over. The cost is too high. When you dim your light, you're not helping them. You are enabling their blindness. You are co-signing their illusion. The next revelation might be difficult, but it is necessary. Sometimes the misreading is actually a form of projection. Your family projects their own shadow onto you. If a parent is a narcissist, they will accuse you of being self-absorbed. If a sibling is jealous, they will accuse you of being competitive. You become the screen upon which they play out their own internal movies. You must learn to detach from these projections. Imagine you are coated in Teflon. Their words, their labels, their accusations, they slide right off. They are not talking to you. They are talking to themselves, about themselves, using you as the mirror. Why does this happen specifically to the Omega-level souls? Because you are the system busters. You are the glitch in the matrix. Every family system has a homeostasis, a set point of comfort, even if that comfort is miserable. You threaten that set point. Your very presence demands authenticity, and authenticity is terrifying to the inauthentic. You might have noticed that babies and animals are drawn to you, even when your own family is repelled. This is a huge validation. Animals and children see energy. They don't listen to social narratives. They see your aura. They see the gold light you carry. If the innocent are drawn to you, but the toxic are repelled by you, take it as a compliment. It means your filtration system is working. So what is the solution? How do we navigate this minefield without losing our minds or our souls? The first step is radical acceptance. You must accept that they may never understand you. You must grieve the fantasy of the family you wanted, so you can deal with the reality of the family you have. Stop going to the hardware store asking for milk. Stop going to your family for spiritual validation. They do not sell it there. Once you accept that they are committed to misunderstanding you, you become free. You stop explaining yourself. You stop defending yourself. There is a quiet power in being misunderstood and being okay with it. You realize that your validation comes from a higher source. The second step is to shift your perspective on the targeting. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How is this training me?" Dealing with difficult family members is the ultimate spiritual boot camp. It teaches you patience. It teaches you boundaries. It teaches you how to love from a distance. It teaches you how to forgive without re-entering the cage. If you can maintain your vibration around your family, you can maintain it anywhere. They are your sparring partners. They are strengthening your spiritual muscles. There is a concept I want to share with you called benevolent detachment. This is not cutting them off out of anger, though sometimes complete no contact is necessary for safety. Benevolent detachment means you love them, you wish them well, but you remove your emotional umbilical cord. You stop drinking from their poisoned well. You show up to the family events, if you choose to, as an observer, not a participant in the drama. You are the anthropologist observing a tribe. You watch the patterns, but you don't get hooked by them. And here is the secret weapon: compassion. Not the weak doormat kind of compassion, but the fierce Omega-level compassion. You realize that they are acting out of trauma. They are acting out of fear. They are spiritually malnourished. When you see them as wounded children in adult bodies, their words lose their sting. You don't have to fix them, that is God's job, but you don't have to hate them either. Hate binds you to them just as tightly as love. Indifference and neutrality are the keys to freedom. As you step fully into your Omega calling, you will find that a new family begins to form around you. This is your soul family. These are the people who speak your language without need for translation. These are the people who celebrate your growth instead of fearing it. They are out there and they are looking for you just as hard as you are looking for them. But you cannot find them if you are still desperately trying to squeeze yourself into the box of your biological family. You have to let go of the old to make space for the new. You are a bridge between realms. You were born into the darkness to anchor the light. It is a heavy burden, I know. There are days you wish you could just be normal. But deep down, you know you wouldn't trade your awareness for their ignorance. You know that the fire you have walked through has refined you into gold. The reason your path feels impossibly difficult is not because you are failing. It is because you are succeeding at a level they cannot comprehend. You are breaking chains that have held your ancestors captive for centuries. The sound of chains breaking is loud. It is chaotic. It disturbs the peace. But it is the sound of freedom. Do not let their inability to see you make you doubt your visibility to the divine. You are seen. You are known. You are chosen. The surveillance, the attacks, the misunderstandings, they are all just confirmation of your rank. You are an Omega-level soul, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be, on the front lines of the awakening. I want to challenge you this week. The next time a family member tries to bait you into an argument, or questions your life choices, or tries to make you feel small, do not react. Pause. Take a breath. Look at them with that Omega-level sight. See the fear behind their words, and then choose silence. Choose a smile that says, I know who I am. Watch how the energy shifts. Watch how their power over you dissolves when you refuse to pick up the rope. This journey is not for the faint of heart, but you are not faint of heart. You have survived 100% of the battles you have faced. You are still here. You are still kind. You are still seeking truth. That is the miracle. Before we wrap up, I have a question for you to answer in the comments. I want you to claim your space. Write, I am the cycle breaker, in the comments below. Let's flood the comment section with this declaration. Let it be a digital monument to our collective strength. And while you are there, read the other comments. You will see that you are not alone. There are thousands of us scattered across the globe, waking up, standing up, and taking our power back. Your family may never understand you, and that is okay. You didn't come here to be understood by them. You came here to save yourself, and in doing so, you light a path for those who come after you. You are the lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't run around the island looking for boats to save. It just stands there and shines. Stop running. Stop explaining. Just shine. The world is changing, and it needs people who are not afraid to be misread. It needs people who are comfortable being the glitch. It needs you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. If this video was the confirmation you needed, please share it with someone else who might be feeling like the black sheep. You never know whose life you might save with a single click. Keep your head up, chosen one. The refining fire is hot, but you are made of material that does not burn. It only gets brighter. Until next time, stay strong, stay sovereign. And remember, being misunderstood is the price of admission for being extraordinary. Now go out there and be the paradox. Be the fierce warrior and the gentle healer. Be the storm and the calm. Be the Omega. I'll see you in the next video. There is a deeper layer to this that we haven't touched on yet, and it involves the concept of DNA activation. Scientists tell us that a large percentage of our DNA is junk DNA. But spiritualists know there is no such thing as junk in the divine design. This dormant DNA holds the codes of your ancestors, both their wisdom and their trauma. As an Omega-level chosen one, your awakening is literally activating these dormant strands. This is a biological process as much as a spiritual one. When your DNA begins to light up, it emits a biophotonic signal. This is actual light, invisible to the naked eye, but palpable to the spirit. Your family members who share a similar genetic makeup can feel this activation. It triggers a resonance or a dissonance within their own DNA. If they are resistant to their own growth, your activation feels like an uncomfortable vibration. It's like a tuning fork. You are vibrating at a clear, high pitch, let's say 528 Hertz, the frequency of love and repair, and they are vibrating at a lower, dissonant pitch of fear or unresolved trauma. When you are in the same room, physics dictates that the frequencies must try to synchronize. This is called entrainment. Because your frequency is higher and more coherent due to your spiritual work, their lower frequency is pressured to rise up to meet yours. This rising up process forces their suppressed emotions, their secrets and their shadows to the surface. They start feeling anxious, angry, or emotional around you, and they don't know why. They blame you for their discomfort because you are the catalyst. Even though you haven't said a word, you are literally shaking their demons awake just by sitting there eating potato salad. This explains why the attacks often happen when you are doing absolutely nothing. You could be sitting quietly reading a book and suddenly a parent snaps at you. You weren't doing anything, but your being was doing everything. Your presence was pressurizing their suppression. Understanding this takes the sting out of their behavior. You realize, oh, they aren't attacking me personally. They are fighting the light that is exposing their own inner turmoil. It allows you to have that Omega-level compassion we talked about. You see them struggling with their own unhealed nature. Furthermore, let's talk about the timeline split. We are currently living in a time where timelines are diverging rapidly. There is a timeline of fear, control, and artificiality, and a timeline of organic ascension, truth, and sovereignty. Omega-level chosen ones are the anchors for the organic timeline. Your family may be firmly rooted in the old 3D timeline of scarcity and survival. When you visit them, you are essentially time traveling. You are stepping back into an old paradigm. The friction you feel is the friction of two worlds colliding. You feel exhausted after visiting them, not just because of the emotional drama, but because you have to lower your density to interact with their reality. It's like deep sea diving. The pressure changes. You have to decompress when you leave. This is why you need so much alone time after family holidays. You are reacclimating to your natural frequency. It is vital that you honor this recovery time. Do not judge yourself for needing to sleep for 12 hours after a family wedding. Do not judge yourself for needing to turn off your phone. You are engaging in energetic rehab. You are recalibrating your field. Another sign that is often overlooked is the financial blockage phenomenon connected to family dynamics. Many Omega-level souls struggle with finances until they cut the energetic cord with the family's scarcity mindset. Your family likely operates on a program of money is hard to get, rich people are greedy, or we are just working class people. These are vows of poverty taken unconsciously. Because you are an empath, you may have absorbed these vows. You might find yourself self-sabotaging every time you get close to success because your subconscious mind says, if I get wealthy, I will leave them behind. Or, if I am successful, they will reject me even more. This is the loyalty trap. You stay small to stay connected. Breaking this cycle requires you to realize that your abundance can help break their poverty consciousness, but only if you stop subscribing to it. You have to be the one to create a new financial blueprint for your lineage. When you heal your relationship with money, you are healing it for your ancestors and your descendants. The family might call you greedy or obsessed with money when you start focusing on abundance. Again, misreading. They see greed, you are building freedom. They see materialism, you are building resources for your mission. The Omega-level path is also about voice activation. Many of you were silenced as children. Children should be seen and not heard. Don't talk back. You talk too much. Your throat chakra was systematically shut down because your truth was too potent. Now, as an adult, you might struggle with speaking up, or conversely, you might over-explain yourself. I want to address the guilt of leaving. This is perhaps the heaviest chain the chosen one carries. The biological programming to stay with the tribe is ancient and strong. It is linked to survival. In the caveman days, leaving the tribe meant death. So, when you start to pull away from your family, your reptilian brain screams, "Danger! You will die!" You feel a visceral panic or a deep, heavy guilt. You must recognize this guilt for what it is, a biological relic, not a spiritual truth. You are not abandoning them. You are graduating. You cannot help them from the bottom of the pit. You have to climb out first. And sometimes, climbing out means you have to let go of the hand that is pulling you down, even if that hand belongs to your mother or father. This is the tough love of the universe. By removing your energy from their dysfunction, you stop enabling it. You force them to face themselves. It is actually the most loving thing you can do. As long as you are there acting as the buffer, the scapegoat, and the sponge, they never have to change. When you leave, the system collapses, and in that collapse, there is a chance for their awakening. It is a slim chance, but it is better than zero. Let's also touch on the physical symptoms of being around them. Do you get headaches, stomach issues, or sudden fatigue when you enter your childhood home? Your body is a highly tuned instrument. It is detecting the dissonance. The stomach issues, attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.